Okay, forget about installing Sprite. What if I told you there's a web editor where you can generate characters, maps, icons, and even animations with AI, and then refine them all in the same place? Pixelorama is an open source pixel editor, and PixelLab works as an extension for it, just like it does for Sprite. Right now, you can use it through the web version of Pixelorama on the pixellab.ai site under the Editor tab. Here's why it actually matters. 1. It's browser-based, so you can run it even in your potato laptop. 2. PixelLab gives you instant asset generation. And 3. You can touch up and refine directly inside Pixelorama. Here's the plan. We're gonna make a hero character, a side-scroller level, UI icons, and a walking animation, 4 assets in 10 minutes. Let's go. So first things first, as you can see, we have all the available tools from PixelLab right here. So you have the create image tools, the edit image, rotate, animations, maps, in painting, reduce color, and of course the create character, which is what we're gonna use to create our character. So let's go to the character creator and let's type in a fighter wearing a boxing outfit. Let's click create, and here you can see all the settings. We'll do 64 by 64. Let's do side scroller, and here you can see it's still in beta, so expect manual touch-ups. And here you can choose the presets. Here's some other examples, but we'll do the default for now. And let's go to advanced options and let's do 4 directions because we don't need the 8 directions right now. And of course, let's choose the outline style. Let's do single color. Let's do basic shading and low detail. And let's click generate. There we can see our character generating. And there we have it in our 4 rotations. Of course, we can edit it in Pixelorama just by clicking the box, and it'll open right up in Pixelorama. And I'll just fix his eye real quick and do other details like the outlines and stuff, and just fix each direction just to make sure it's all clean before we animate it. And there we go, just a couple more details, and just click save to character creator. And you go back and you can see your new rotation all cleaned up. Now let's generate a tileset. PixelLab has a built-in side-scroller tileset creator. So for top tile description, I'll type grass, and for the center tile, I'll do rocks. Shading on basic, details on low, and the tile size 32 by 32. Then hit generate. And there we go. Now I'm gonna go to the Tilemap layer and do 32 by 32 and hit OK. And I'm gonna copy, so I'm gonna select everything. I'm gonna copy it and paste it in the Tilemap layer. And there we have it. In the tiles tab, we can see all the tiles. So I'm gonna create a new frame and I'm gonna paint a small map just so we have an idea of what it could look like. I'm also going to create a small floating platform since this is platformer. And there we go. Now let's move on to making some UI icons. Let's go to the create small medium image tool because that's specifically for 32 by 32 or smaller. Let's try a heart icon. Let's do side scroller and let's click generate. We're just gonna do the default settings for this one. And look at that, we got a pretty clean heart icon. For the next one, let's do create medium to XL image. We'll use the current size, which is 32 by 32. Now, this is often worth trying if create small to medium image is having trouble, since it tends to have better language comprehension and can pick up on the prompt more reliably. And let's try a flat shaded gold coin. Let's do side scroller, south, single color outline, flat shading, detail, and let's click generate. And there we go. We got a pretty nice coin with $. And you can always go and reduce colors. You can do auto reduce colors, or you can do specify number of colors, which we can even reduce it to 10 maybe. And there we go. You can always play around with that and see what works best. And I'm going to go to effects, procedural, outline, and let's do inside of the image. And I selected this color by going to the pick color and selecting it. And there we go. We have our heart and our coin. And of course, remember, you can always click try again and see if you get a better generation. Alright, so next up, we're going to move on to animations. So let's go back to our character and our character creator. And here where it says add your first animation, let's click that. Okay, so here we can see the new renovated animation page with all the animations available for our character. So since we're doing side scroller, I was thinking we can do walking animation, and here we have it, walking. I'll pick west and let's do walking 6 frames. Selected that, and now we click generate live, and here you can see how your animation is being made. And there we have our walking animation. Quick reminder, remember that side scroller is still in beta, so you might need to in-paint stuff. Like here we see we have a wonky head. Sometimes you might get bad placement for the arms and maybe the legs as well. So just be aware of that before you do side scroller. Now let's go to edit in Pixelorama, and let's just fix the head real quick. There we have our animation. As you can see, the head is kind of wonky. So I'm gonna fix this real quick. I'm gonna paint this here. Just fix this. And now I'm gonna select it and I'm gonna paste it here. Maybe erase this. There we go. I'm gonna paste it again. There we go. Here as well. And just remove the pixels we don't want. And here one more time. And there you go. Whenever you're done finishing your edits, you can just click save to character creator, and you can go back here, click refresh, and there we have our walking animation. Alright, so now let's try in painting. So let's go to animate. You could do animate with skeleton, but today we're going to do animate with text. Here you can see the in painting layer. We set the reference image, we describe our character, so spider wearing a boxing outfit, walk animation, side scroller, we're doing west, and let's do initial image. So for this example, here we can get a little more of the red pants or shorts from the character. So let's just paint a little bit of that here, right? And then we can select the outline color and just make a nice outline of the leg that's dividing. And here also we can do the same thing. So we just draw a little more of the short also here, and then select with the eyedropper tool, which is the letter O in Pixelorama, or right here, our color picker, and just draw this outline so the model knows what leg to use. And then we go to the in painting layer and just draw over the legs or whatever parts you want to edit, of course. But here we're doing the legs. We edited this part as well. So here you can see the in painted areas. We'll do modify current layer. We're using the initial image, and let's click generate. I'm gonna hide the in painting layer so we can see the outcome, and there you go. We got a better short. Of course you can edit the other frames, because as you can see here, maybe we could make the short look more red here, or here as well, also here. And of course you can always try again. A good recommendation is not to stick with the first generation because you never know if you're gonna get a better one. And of course, you can always play with the image guidance weight. You can increase it to have more details from the reference image, or you can lower it depending on your use case. And you can always play with the initial image strengths. You can lower it if you wanted to use more of the reference image instead of the initial image, or you can strengthen it if you want it to look more like the initial image. Then just click Save to Character Creator, and it should be back in your Character Creator page. And for the final step, let's do exporting. So for the UI icon and for the tileset, you could do File and Export, and you could just export the images as they are. But for tilesets, we have specific exporting options. So if you go to Map and create Tileset side scroller, and you go to Transform to Tileset, here you get the option to export as a Wang tileset, as a 15 tile tileset, or a 3x3 tileset, which is used in Godot. If you want, we can just transform it just so you can see, and there you have it. And here you go to Export, and you can export it with just a selected frame. If you want only just one frame, here you can do all frames because we only have one. Visible layers, of course, and you can choose the formats. You can of course resize it, but for exporting assets, there's no need really. So for the character, you could do download as a GIF, which will download the animation, or you could do export, which will download everything you've created. So if you have more animations or more directions, you'll get a zip file which contains all the rotations and all the animations, which in our case we only have one. So if you like this video, make sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and turn the notification bell on so you don't miss any of our videos. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.